The legendary Charles Kojofosu, aka Daddy Lumba. I mean, he blazed the trail when it comes to music. He gave us, like I said earlier, so much of himself, thousands of music. If you, I know unproduced, we'll be talking about like in excess of like 5,000 or something. But I have right here in studio with me, I mean, the right man to talk about this man because he's known Charles Kojofosu for 43 years. Yes, you heard me right. 40 years known this man. We are going to explore his relationship with Charles Kojofosu, how much of, I mean, the worth of music we've lost in this man, and then also the impact that Daddy Lumba had when it comes to music in Ghana, Africa, and the world at large. And then also, I mean, how much has it changed, or how much have they helped evolve music over all these years? He was able to do music for over 30 years. I mean, I'm sure most of us were not born around that time. That's when he started doing music. But like I said earlier, we'll be exploring his 2000 Ghana Music Awards performance, where we see the very young Daddy Lumba, energetic, giving us so much, I mean, of energy on the stage. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, I have right here Fred Kyei Mensah, who is, I mean, a seasoned producer. He has produced so many songs. Right here in studio with us to discuss the man, the aura Charles Kojofosu. Uncle Fred, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing? How's your evening going?
I'm not in a good mood today because a friend has departed from me.
Yeah.
Somebody that I had known for the last 43 years.
Wow. But let's start from the last 43 years.
Yeah,
right?
so this is the scenario.
Yeah, how did you come to know Charles Kojofosu?
I was at Premier College and he was at driving secondary school.
Okay.
I had some cousins who were with him at driving secondary school. So at Premier College, every Saturday they will ask us to go to town, you know what I mean? We have that kind of exit. So sometimes we gallivant and go to driving secondary school to visit my brothers. And moreover, at that time, so you know, I had a girlfriend there too. She was called, she's called Rita. I don't know where she is now. It's been a long time. So I used to frequent there. It was there that my cousin, George Friye, introduced Daddy Lumba to me, that they were all in the same dormitory. So that's where I got to know him. We talked till the time we all departed and then left school. So after school, around 1990, when they came out with Yeka Kontum. Yeah, a cousin of mine whom I was staying with in Accra here, he brought me to Accra. He's called Mr. Fred Taylor. He was working with Ghana Airways then. He had been transferred to Düsseldorf.
Oh,
so,
Germany.
So Germany, that in the 90s, that's where music was happening. My cousin had contacted Amachidede then to have a performance in Düsseldorf. So it was during that time that Lumba and then Anachambo had released their first album. So I had the opportunity to sample. When I watched the back of I said, Charles Kojofosu.
Oh, you knew the name Daddy Lumba, but you didn't know it was the man you knew.
Yes, the Daddy Lumba, how the name came was that. Do you know Patrice Lumumba?
What?
Patrice Lumumba.
Patrice Lumumba, yes.
Lumba was in the choir. So they had a song called Lumumba. And that song resonated well with him. So that's why they gave him the name Daddy Lumba. So after school, he sojourned to Nigeria, and then from there
to Germany.
They had something like called Ukudia Drew. We went to seek asylum because Germany was divided into two. Eastern and Western Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
Another time, the revolution was also in progress. So people go there and tell them, look, the head of state is looking for me, and they will give you asylum for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was there that he also met another champion, and then they came out. So the day that I saw him, I said, oh, this guy, I know him. He's my friend a long time ago. So it was in 1992 when Ofriam Ponsa, who was attending school at Konongo Udmase, had come to me. He was introduced to me by an uncle of mine. I had known Ofriam Ponsa from birth. Because his senior brother is mine. Mate.
You know, the last time your son was telling me, he saw a picture of Ofriam Ponsa pounding fufu in your house, and I was like, today, oh my God.
Yeah, today if you look at my Facebook page, I have that of him and then Kofi B. Very old picture. So Ofriam Ponsa came from school and told me that he sings like Daddy Lumba, and then he wanted Daddy Lumba to produce him. So on that first night, I went to buy a keyboard at UTC, and they made Ofuri carry the keyboards. It was PS or something. So I did this song. Odom me fie Adam Mefie, Meji Many. Jenny Matthew. So I did a demo for him, and then we took it to Daddy Lumba's house. At that time, he had come from abroad. He was living around Domi, just after the railway. They were now, developing those areas. So okay. his house was quite new there. So we went there, and then, so hey, Daddy Freddie, it's been a long time. I said, yes.
Oh, he remembered you?
Oh, yes, why not?
Wow.
So I gave him the demo, and he listened. Freddie, Charlie, because of you, I'm going to produce Ofori. So on the Christmas of 1992, there's a picture on my page right now. That's when Lumba came to my house, and then we came to my studio at Adabraka then, and then I took that picture. So that music was supposed to have been done here. There was a studio at CHM. We had done the programming already. The program was done by myself and a guy called Kofi Esel. We did the program. Prior to that, Daddy Lumba had been producing Felix Owusu. Around Sidikubari. I can't remember the late Kosi Obo, who used to play for Amachi Dede, and then Nanan Kroma.
Yeah,
Nanan Kroma, yes, is this thing for Nstroma on Adom. He's the director, music director.
Okay.
Kosi Obo, myself, and then went to program for Daddy Lumba, and then Felix Owusu song as well one night. So it was there that Daddy Lumba came to my house at Latebia Koshi. And that day that he came there, I was programming a song for a lady called Selena Ollins. So if you go to my page, there's an album that you have a lady there called Selena Ollins.
Yeah, Daddy Lumba presents Selena Ollins.
That's right.
Faonhobo
Jesus. So he saw Selena Ollins singing and said, this lady, when I finish producing Ufuri, I'll produce you. So later in life, that lady, after completing school, was the person who was taking charge of lending Daddy Lumba's shop, where they were distributing CDs and cassettes. Later, he went to perform in Germany. She went back here, and then the rest is history. She went to London, and
Wow.
So that's almost about 25 years now.
That's very, very elaborate. But I mean, what kind of man were you dealing with at that time?
Yeah.
I mean, can you describe him to us?
Yes, I was dealing with a gentleman. You see, he has stayed in Germany, and if you look at the principles of Germans are people who invent things. They are inventors, and they pay attention to detail. That's why people who have visited Germany tells me that it's one of the most neatest places around. So Daddy Lumba will tell you as it is, and let the chip fall where they may. Uncle Fred, let's do it like this one, and then we conform to the norms and do it. So I quite remember on the 27th of September 2017, when Kadabungo Man came to Ghana, there was a show that was produced by the Global Media Alliance, where Kadabungo Man, Amachi Dede, and the Daddy Lumba were to perform. Fortunately, he contacted me to be the producer for him. So I gathered guys, the guys who were playing. There's a guy called Bronzy.
Bronzy, yeah, the fair guy.
The fair guy.
Yeah.
That's right. So together with myself and Bronzy, and then Roman Father, we had rehearsals, and I was the chief architect. So I made sure that I gave him the right guys, and then we performed to the satisfaction of everyone at the banquet hall on that day. So that day I was just behind the scenes, like how people are behind here. Then you look at me, okay, step here, do this one, this one. So at the end of the day, the concert became fine. And I think for the following 2 weeks, on the 15th of October, 2017, President Alassane Ouattara from Côte d'Ivoire also came here. And then the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, then had a banquet for him at the foyer of the Accra International Conference Center. I also set up the place for him, and he also performed there. From there, most of his live band performers, he contacted me. And one of the basic things that I did for him that he was so pleased of was that I told him that he didn't use the voice that was used for recordings. To perform. So if the key was, for instance, F, we'll come back at E or E flat. Yes, for him to feel that kind of stuff. So if I really listened to what we were playing, there were some off notes. Yeah. Because in terms of the voice search, I was depreciating as we went along. Wow. So that was the balance engagement with him was when he had a problem with his console at the DLFM. So I had to go there and change, buy a new one for him, change, and then set up the sound for him.
So even like in the most recent past, you were
so
still
if you look at my picture, there's one that he has braided the hair. That was when I took. After that was when I took the picture with him. So Daddy has been a brother. Wow. He's been a brother, you know. Yes, he's been a brother.
I mean, later we'll be having Uncle Mensah Simons, President of Musica, also on, who will join us via phone call. And then I think currently on Zoom we have Nana Kwame Papebi, who is the president of House of Lumba. I mean, the fan clubs, so many, but this particular fan club is in Netherlands. And I mean, they also want to share their, solidarity message with the family of Daddy Lumba. Nana, if you can hear me, how are you doing? Oh, okay. I think we lost Nana there. But Uncle Fred, let's continue with our conversation, because how energetic was he when he was young? When it comes to performance?
Lumba was fortunate that he came in at the time that technology, in terms of music playing, was available, the Atari computer. And Atari computer surfaced from Germany and then Japan. So he had the presence of using those equipment via the famous engineer called Bodo Steiger, who was introduced to Ghanaians by Charles Amoah. Very vibrant, and his dancing skills. Yeah. And if you look into his lyrics, Teresa was my classmate. Teresa Bebes. I know her. We started the same class, especially during vacation classes. Oh. We read together. Lumba was senior, and she was next. If Lumba was Form 5, she was in Form 4. That's right. The was a senior, and they were very together. So Lumba, in terms of, he was very vibrant those days. He had the energy. So if you look at the year 2000, when the Ghana Music Award was formed, I think he was the first recipient of the Artist of the Year. Yeah. You saw him performing for free. So if you look at my pictures too.
You know, it's good that you mentioned that particular performance, because we have that particular performance in the year 2000 at the National Theatre. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this old performance. I always say, or I call it the 25-year-old performance from Daddy Lumba at the National Theatre Ghana Music Awards 2000. Let us sink in. 2000. Let's enjoy that.
not done on night, not done on night. Oh, shake it fine. Antiate, memory baba. Me we am before. Me we am before. Me we am before. Me we am before. Me we am before.
Yeah, the legendary dance from Daddy Lumba, you know, you rock the shoulders like that. Yeah, but I mean, when I play this one, Uncle Fred could relate, right?
Yeah, I was there.
This particular
I was
song.
in the room.
This particular room.
Oh yes, I was there. I was there. It was 4 years later that I became part of the board, the VGM. I was there. I witnessed this one.
Wow.
Everything.
Now, playing this and you watching it now, what are some of the memories that comes to mind?
Yeah, the memories are that, you know, this particular album,
Yeah.
about 7 of the songs were written by Ofori.
Okay.
So that was the first debut album that was coming out. So what came out was that Daddy Lumba had climbed, he was on top. So we said Daddy Lumba featuring Ofori. But it was rather Ofori Ampasa who was featuring.
Daddy
So it
Lumba.
became a contentious, you know, affair in terms of how we couch the words. Later on, if you listen to some of the Ofori's interview, he was explaining those kind of things. So while Daddy Lumba was alive, there was that kind of a, because we used that podium to lift the image of Ofori. Yeah, if I had said Ofori Ampasa featuring Daddy Lumba, it would have been, but he was the star of the moment. So that's what we did. And later it became a controversy that all the songs were for Daddy Lumba, which I think it was debatable.
Yeah.
That Ofori debated.
Yeah.
And then 25 years ago, it looks like only yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it's still considered. So I always tell people that take your age from 70 and see where you are.
Which are like,
So
they always are 270.
So this one for just for entertainment purpose.
Yeah.
Add Agrada's prison age to your age. If you are 60, you will be 75. If you are 65, you'll be 80. If God permits, you'll be old. You can't do anything. So we are fragile.
Yeah.
That's why it is said in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27 and 28, that if it is in your stead to do good to people, don't wait for them to go before you tell them, "No, Charlie, I want to do." If it is in your hand, give it to them.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Tomorrow is not meant for anybody.
We'll be too late.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
that's why
we'll be too
whenever
late.
you are leaving your house, you tell, "So I'm going. God willing, I'll be back." Don't say, "I'm going and I'll be back this time." Because you don't hold time. Whoever thought? Today's date is what?
Today's 26th
26. Okay.
of September.
Daddy Lumba
Yeah.
died on 26. Daddy KD died on the 16th, 1626. Is there any correlation? And they all have similar in terms of their music structure. Similar is not the same. Choba and restaurant are different. That's what I always say.
They are similar, but they are not
That's
similar.
right.
They are the same.
12 and Dezin are different.
Yeah.
Two great giants of the same composer within a spirit of 3 months. They've all fizzled away. So Ghanaians would, "Oh, Daddy Lumba, everybody is celebrating." If you quantify Daddy Lumba's contribution to the GDP of Ghana, in terms of the breweries.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, tell me that. Tonight, from here, I'm going to Goko's Bar because Patch B is playing there. From there, I'll go to Plus 233. Okay, if there was no music there, how many beer can you quaff? You just quaff maybe one. But when the music resonates with your life, maybe if during the week you had a business opportunity that Charlie went well, you
Request for more.
For more song, Charlie. Yeah, DJ bar. When you are sad, Charlie, if it's a one, you think about 5. So quantify that with the number of sports dotted around Ghana today, who are benefiting from the Lumba song. He will die and go, and nothing, not to be a memorial. Where is CK Man now?
Good question.
If you go to Takrade, have you seen anything that they used to remember CK Man?
No.
Oh, but Joaka too was there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but what about A.B. Clancy? Don't you remember A.B. Clancy?
Whew.
Oh, don't forget Papa Yancy. Don't forget Papa Yancy. Where are all they? Those who went to Kwau during the Easter, did you hear anything about Nana Pedu's performance during the concert in Remembrance? Where is Nana Pedu right now? So that Lumba is dead today. We are all mourning. Where it is good. But I want to tell you that as soon as they bury him, in life there are 2 things. You plant and you bury. When somebody is buried, it doesn't come up again. But when you plant something and then water it, it will come in. When they bury that Lumba, for the first month, everybody here, Sam, you forget about him. All his good deeds will go. Today, I had a call from Kumasi telling me, oh, Mati Chale, there is a sorrowful mood. Yes, everybody's mourning. But the legacy that Daddy Lumba left, who is going to create all his performance, his CDs? How many people even do have his CDs? To say that Daddy Lumba, this was his first performance. As when people go to America, Beverly Hills, this guy, Elvis Presley, he died in 1977. As at now, he has a museum that people go there and pay money. Which museum is, Dr. Kyei has died in Kumasi. Akwabua 2 senior.
Yeah.
Both. Where is Konadu? They are on. Wow. Yeah, nothing to show about Kinonyina. Kinonyina, who could play like George Benson. He used chordal progression in sense of the jazz chord to infiltrate into our life music. Where is the guitar? Can we even see a guitar of him to hang there and say that this was a man called Kinonyina? He died here. These are the songs that he produced for us to pay and get and watch. Like how we've done Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Asuzi damudo, wodemi yimi nyamia meze me kra owudankwa.
Wow.
Ma a chat to kill that we have.
Yeah, you actually mentioned like trying to bring our minds to something that we are not paying attention to. I was actually speaking to one man, Mr. Martin Yeboah, today. And he was telling me, oh, in 2001, I mean, we took Daddy Lumba to Apollo Theater. I mean, every day everybody is talking about Sarkodie being the first to fill the Apollo Theater and everything. Daddy Lumba had done that years ago. And I'm like, who is documenting this? Who is telling this story? Who is educating us on all of this? Uncle Fred, how can we, yes, we have a lot of people that we've not preserved, but where do we start from? How can we actually preserve all these works that these people have done to be able to tell a proper story? I mean, because it will be sad that kids born next year or even tomorrow who grew up wouldn't hear about this legend and the legends that we've had.
Yeah, that's why we have the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture. They should partner with the private sector to have this done. Myself, if you go to my page, I tell a lot of stories about music. A lot of people take history from my music. Fortunately, all those people in the entertainment industry, from film, music, and other genres of music, I had a chance to work with them. Talk about the Osofudazi group. As a kid in 1972, I never ever thought in my life I was going to work with Super Odi, Kojo Kwache, SK Opon, Fred Ade, and then Frimpong Mansu himself was over there. In fact, Odi, on the 16th of July, 2017, I went to Agran Radio, courtesy Honorable Abla Jifagumashi, to go and bless Super Odi. I have the picture there. They are all gone. Osibisa, I had a chance to work with the famous keyboardist called Kiki Jan. I'm the only person having 8 albums, 8 songs, that has been kept for the last 21 years. It was supposed to be released on the 10th of June, 2004. Then on the 20th of June, he dies. So the album is still with me. Who has even come to me? I've told you that where my studio was dotted, around Circle, the very room was where Dr. Kwame Nkrumah rented when he came to Ghana in 1948. I have said this severally. It was there that Fredima studio was born. Somebody should even go and buy the house. Let's go and find some old beddy and put it there. Make it a tourism center.
Yeah,
and
a
say,
tourism site.
when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah came to Ghana, this was the first place that he stayed. People will go there and watch some land TV. You and I were not there in 1948. So anything that you put there, they will understand and make money. That's what they are doing in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Because you
go there, Elvis Presley has everything there. So he's died almost 49 years ago. But the money he's making now is more than when he was alive.
Because I'm asking myself, are there even vinyls of these people? And I always say this, it's just sad that I continue saying this. Until the passing of Dada KD, I never knew he had such a huge catalog.
Very huge catalog, very huge. Because in a country where a 4-tier interchange has been built up, they are selling coffins there and they have been pounding food there. Sometimes I say this one sarcastically that it is Jesus who wanted and then came to Africa, that he wanted to die for Africans. You are staying with your father in heaven. They come and die for somebody, excuse me, who eases himself, put it in a policy bag and dump into a gutter. How can we come and die for her? So our perception about things. Today we will say, oh, Daddy Lumba, oh, Chale, oh, me. After he's been buried, shoom. Everything is gone.
How much of a lyricist have we lost in Daddy Lumba?
Yeah, we have lost a lot because he stayed with the linguist of the palace. And if you want to see the attributes of any writer, look at Kofi Kinante's writing skills.
Yeah.
He lived amongst certain ficture folks where he imbibed that kind of knowledge. It's the same thing that also came from Daddy Lumba. If you go to the Ashanti lingua, in terms of our linguistics, we have certain salient words where we use it to clothe. So for the white man will say penis, but we will say nebema. So this is what makes you a man.
Oh.
So you don't say sebe. You won't say the other one.
So even in us saying, oh, Daddy Lumba not true,
It's coded.
It's coded.
It's coded. Like a Yonchi's song, Mami Konjom Pemide. I have two speakers. Two speakers was you're talking about the breast. Coded. So if you code them, you know, so that
honey.
That's right.
Daddy Lumba is
That's
honey.
right. That's right. They be called Boise.
Yeah.
We took room because she took room. And if you feel like he was talking about sex, but coded.
Coded.
So he stayed with the elderly, where he imbibed a lot of knowledge. He too was knowledgeable. He read a lot. So he combined his talent and then write those kind of. So if you look at his lyrics, it all, you know, speak to ourselves. Teresa Bebre say, "Kamunko crew from Bushen," because that lady, when he was in school, that was the time the revolution had come, Rollins time. And this lady was fortunate enough to have other siblings abroad who bring them provisions. So anytime the lady goes to job in secondary, she shares everything that she has with Daddy Lumba. The time that Daddy Lumba said she was coming to marry the lady, unfortunately, somebody had also married her, and unfortunately, the lady didn't stay for long. So she had to do that song to pay tribute. So that song resonates with everyone who has dated a woman who was very good to that person. So we play that song, and then I'm kind of moving me crab out for it.
Yeah.
We sacrifice ourselves like for man. I've sacrificed for the last 40 years teaching people how to make music. If today I'm no more, at least my words will speak for me.
One of my favorites from him actually is Makramo and Yemfordo.
And then
Like my beautiful Sikasem.
If those people are laughing with you, if their teeth have been taken to the is it telescope or what? For them to look at their, you see fangs instead of teeth. Canines, you see fangs. Yeah, nipa a cobra, you know. Yeah, so.
Wow. Anyway, Uncle Fred, thank you very, very much. I mean, your message to the family, your message to Ghanaians, I mean, eulogize this man for us, man. Eulogize him.
Daddy Lumba, God brought you on this earth for a purpose. And when your purpose is done, as a traveler, you have to leave. We are all passengers waiting for the next plane to leave. Your plane has just arrived. I hope. I will stay longer, yes. And then impart the knowledge that you left to the youth. I'm telling everybody that, look, on this earth, let's do good to ourselves. If you have some, share with your fellow. Then remember this share. Because he was one of the persons who was able to produce other musicians who were competing with him, to take them to the studio. As I told you, Nanang Kroma, myself, Kasi Obo, those days, at State Studio, that's where he was producing Felix, also a whole lot of things. Daddy Lumba is gone. You will not see him again. No. You know, you will hear his music, enjoy his music while it lasts. Unless my condolence to the family and everybody who is related to Daddy Lumba. Maybe the legacy that he has left behind, please let's fight over it. Let's preserve it. That should be shown we shall meet again. Life, even if life is long, it is still short. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Uncle Fred. It's been an honor having you here. And I'm sure you've also learned a lot. I mean, I didn't know a lot of things that this man was saying. I mean, if it's 35, 40 years ago that he met this man, you know, I mean, it's as old as us. I mean, I really enjoyed it so much, and it's been fun. Let's go for a quick break or return. We have more for you right here on The Chat.